A study of consumers who purchased annuities with Guaranteed Lifetime Withdrawal Benefit riders or income riders uncovered some surprising findings. With us today to discuss these unexpected trends and what they mean to advisors is Ron Shurts, president of Shurts Financial Group. Ron, welcome.
Hi, Scott. How are you?
I'm great, Ron. Thank you. According to this Ruark Consulting study, only 1 in 5 consumers who purchased these income riders is taking a partial withdrawal. Does that number surprise you in any way?
I don't think it surprises me. First of all, the riders haven't been around that long, so to buy an income rider and start taking income in 12 or 24 months doesn't make a lot of sense. So I think what's kind of happening is people are purchasing the income rider, and then anticipation of 7 or 10 or 15 years from now actually start to take them. So I think you'll see that number start to go up a little bit.
Ron, how do these findings affect the advisor and their recommendations being made to the consumer?
I don't know that it affected it a lot. I think that the advisors are on the right track. Number one, as I said in the past, and I'll continue to say, suitability becomes important. Why is the client buying that rider? Typically, it's for safety. So I think the strategy in which the advisor is approaching this and advising the client, I think it makes a lot of sense. So I don't think it affects it a lot.
Do you think this information will have any impact on insurance companies?
Well, I think the insurance companies, are looking at this thing twofold. Number one, did we price the rider correctly? And what that simply means is that, when we price an insurance product or a rider or something like that, we have an expectation on the number of people that are actually going to use it. So we have to look at, is it priced right? If we have fewer people that are actually using it than we anticipated, we may have to change the pricing to actually for the better. If we have a lot more people that utilize the income structure, it may change for the worse. So the insurance companies, obviously, like any other product or innovations in the marketplace, are going to continue to look at how their products are priced and the utilization of these structures. So, I think it's for the best. And my guess is the insurance companies typically have priced them pretty good, and I think we're seeing those reflected in the results.
Why do you think these riders have become so popular?
Well, first of all, I think if you're a senior, and based on what's happened in the marketplace, the volatility and places for you to actually put your dollars, it's pretty scary. And when you look forward 10 years, 15 years, we talk about longevity, and am I going to outlive my money? I mean, that's what this is all about. The structure on these products are designed for how can I make sure that at some time in the future I'm going to have dollars to be able to live on. So I think when you think about that for the very first time, when a client's looking at that, the idea of making sure they've got guaranteed income down the road, whether it's 10 or 15 or 20 years from now, becomes important. I think that's why they become so popular.
Ron, why do you think managing capital is so important today?
Well, first of all, it's been important forever. But I think after you've seen the worst economic environment since the Great Depression in '09, there's no question that insurance companies are looking at capital differently and making sure it's efficient and what's it cost to employ that capital. And when you start looking at the actual income product themselves, there's no question that there's a much more intense scrutiny on how those products are used and the utilization in the field. So, but from my perspective, I think they've priced them pretty good, and I think we're seeing the results as far as utilization goes. So capital efficiency will always be important, just happens to be a little bit more scrutinized in today's environment.
My guest has been Ron Shurts. He is president of Shurts Financial Group. Ron, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Scott. See you soon.
This is Scott Drake, and you're watching Annuity News Now.